Hi everyone, and welcome to a psychic reading. I'm trying to do a connection to Summer Wells. Now, I'm not going to assume anything whether the little girl is still alive or she's not alive. I have pre-shuffled everything in front of me to look at some cards. But what I did first was the same as what I did with the other reading that I did recently. I sat here and I looked at Summer Wells's photograph, and I tried to focus in on her energies to see if I would get any messages from her. And I sat with a pen and paper, and all of this stuff started coming out in my mind. So let's get straight to it. And my heartfelt sympathies go out to the family. You must just be distraught with losing this little girl and not knowing where she is, what's happening to her. So hopefully I can get some information that can help the family, help bring some sort of, some sort of resolution to what's happened here. But first up, the thing that I got off Summer when I looked at her. Now, this could be messages about things that she used to do when she was at home, or something maybe when she was 3 years old or 4 years old, and places that she went. So this might just be confirmation that I've connected with the right person. So if you do know the family, or you do know anything about the mother, the father, anything like that, and some of this stuff makes sense to you, please let me know in the comments. But anyway, first up, the first thing I got, I just looked at her and I said, tell me something, show me something. And I seen a little baby chicken running around, and it was sort of like a farm property or something like that. So I don't know if the house where she lived, where she was growing up, she was only 5 years old. I don't know if that they had chickens there, but then I kept hearing her say the word chicky chock or chicky chocky. So I don't know if she was talking about a lolly, a candy bar, a bar of chocolate, or some sort of nickname, but I kept hearing this chicky chock. So also, I felt like I was taken to a place. I was at a beach. It was on my left hand side. The water was beautiful. Up in the distance, it looked like a dock, where you could walk out on the dock. It was way, way, way in the distance, and I felt like I was Summer. And as I was Summer walking along, I was holding onto somebody's hand, and I was very, very comforted, very, very happy. Now, some people might say that, and I even thought this myself, that this is a vision of someone that's crossed over, and that they're free and they're wandering along on the beach, somewhere, and they're happy. And the hand that was holding on to me, I couldn't see if it was a man, a woman. All I felt was comfort and security. I didn't feel any fear or anything. So I'm not too sure whether that was an event where she's actually been to the beach at some point and had some adult with her. It was obviously an adult. It was someone a lot bigger than myself, a lot bigger than Summer. And I just felt comfort and security within that moment. It may be that if poor little Summer is no longer with us, if she has crossed, she might have been just showing me that she's okay, that she's walking along the beach, she's in the sunshine, and everything's beautiful. But again, she might have been showing me an event. I also seen her, like I was watching her, I think she was in the backyard, and she had the little thing with where you blow bubbles, and the little container, and she was dipping it in, and she was blowing these bubbles, and it was just a nice, friendly kind of feeling I was getting. Now, she also, I could hear the name Jerry, Jericho, something Jer. So a Jericho sounding name, or Jerry, or Geronimo, something like that was coming through. So I don't know if that's the name of a place, a person, a shop, or something that she was trying to tell me about. I also seen somebody chewing beef jerky. They were standing there taking bites of it. I couldn't make them out. This was the problem when I was trying to connect with Summer. Um, I'm not sure if it's because she's so young or whether it was for another reason, maybe she's been given something and she's under the influence of something that's you just can't see properly or something like that. I also felt when I said, "Where did you go? What happened to you?" And I imagined her house. As you can see, I've used as the thumbnail the picture of her house and the little picture of her beautiful little face. I looked at that house and I went, "Where did you go? What happened?" And immediately I felt someone grab me by my left arm and sort of like, "Come on, come on," and someone literally dragging me somewhere. Not along the ground, like I was walking, but I was getting pulled and my arm was hurting. And I was saying, "My arm, that hurts, that hurts." And so I don't know, I feel like someone came and grabbed her by the arm. My problem I have with that is that, to my knowledge, I don't know the full story, but to my knowledge, the mother and brothers and that were inside the home. And she didn't come back inside or something like that. I don't really know the story of what happened to her. But if somebody grabbed her and she didn't actually know that person, any child anywhere, their first instinct would be to scream. And I didn't scream. I was just telling this person, "That hurts. You're hurting me. You're hurting me." And it was like I knew the person. So that's the first kind of clue as to what I think may have happened, that someone grabbed her and she knew them. Anyway, let's have a look at the cards. You can see I've got these cards in front of me. So what I'm going to do is keep switching from one to the other. I've shuffled them up to do them in sequences. So the first sequence will be pretty much things leading up to her disappearance, okay, or what happened on the day. So we've got Summer. I'm going to spell out her name with the cards. This is not looking very nice, guys. The Ace of Spades, especially upside down, can represent death, and it's sitting right next to a car. Now, it doesn't have to be a car. It also can represent an incident, an accident. Now, I do have a card that's jumping out at me here that represents drugs, alcohol, gambling, violence, sitting right over here. Then I have the returning card, and it's almost like returning home, and I'm hoping it means that she will return home one way or the other, but there's a returning card here. Now, when I was doing this reading and looking at her photo, I kept feeling about somebody else from the past, something to do with the past. Somebody that used to be involved with the family, with the mother, the father. Now, I do know, I did see reports something to do with the father and his past. But yeah, I'm not too sure whether that's what this is, because this should be the law and it's not the law. I keep getting something to do with someone that drives a taxi, a truck, a bus, someone that does transport, trucks, interstate, something like that. So this is all about restricted movement. It could be where someone's trying to show me that she can't move, but it also could be where something went wrong here, something went very, very wrong. This, to me, if I wasn't reading about a little girl here, I'd be talking something about a car accident or an incident of some kind. She does have a spirit energy coming out around her. Now, I know she was 5, but the number 5 kept coming out when I was looking at her photo. When I look at cards, I'm always getting these 5s jumping out all over the place. So I don't know if it's a number plate on a car, a truck, a bus, and it's got the number 5 on it. I don't know if it's a street number, a house number, a business number. but the fives jumping out in doubles like that, it can be energy from a male in spirit that crossed over some time ago. They would have been born or died in May, and there's a very angry feel here. It's almost like I'll get you back for this. So this is a male energy here. This person is usually very, very sociable. A lot of people know this person. There's a black energy around them, so I think they might be very argumentative, very forceful with their ways, but they are a charmer. They could be a charmer with the women. They could be the charmer with all the mates, going places together. But this is a full stop, a stop to movement. And then we've got this returning. This is almost like apology, remorse, all of that sort of thing. It's not looking too good because, like I said, when I was trying to see things were blurry and everything. And I did mention that it was almost like I was drugged or given something to eat that had something in it. And I couldn't really see what was going on or make out what was going on. And that would make sense here because I'm feeling like a drug, alcohol, medication, something. There's something not right here. There's a lot of male energy here as well. So I feel that what they need to be looking for is something to do with travel, a vehicle, the numbers 5, and male energy, and possibly someone that's a truck driver, a bus driver, an Uber driver, a taxi driver. Yeah, so let's just get more information from the tarots on this. If somebody did come and take her, if what I'm picking up on is correct, they were hanging around waiting for the right moment. They've been waiting to do this, or they've been waiting for something from somebody else and then they decided to do it. We got this regret, remorse sort of energy coming out. Now, 4 of Hearts, this is 4 of Cups, but 4 of Hearts in my normal poker deck, to me that represents the little girl. There's also the little boy card energy here as well. So this person might actually have a child. They might have a little boy. And then we've got the little girl card sitting there. Okay, we've got something to do with stealing. So this would tell me screaming out that she was taken. Someone has took this child. Obviously, I mean, if she ran away or something, she's only 5, so she would have been found by now. But someone definitely has committed a criminal act. All right, so we'll go back to the words on the paper now, but that's what I'm getting out of this sequence here. If anything else jumps out to me, I'm just going to move them to one side so I can still look at them as I need to. But the number 5 is very prominent in this reading, and I did have a look at some cards earlier on Summer, and I kept getting 5s coming out in both decks, and it was just like she was screaming the number 5. She could just be saying, I'm 5, you know, but I feel it's something more serious than that. It's not looking very good at the moment with what I'm looking at there, but let's just keep going. Okay, so I did see a man's hand, and he had a very, very big chunky ring on the finger. Now, I don't know if it was one of those gothic kind of things or whether it was, you know, like something from a school, you know, a graduation ring or something, but I felt like it was very rounded and chunky, and I kept seeing blue or red. So I don't know if it had a stone in it or it had both, like both blue and red. But yeah, it was a very chunky ring on the right hand of this person. I started to hear a song. Now, when I do these kind of readings and connections, sometimes a song will be played. Now, I don't know if this song is because something happened where she was taken in a car or a truck and this song happened to be playing on the radio, or whether the song itself, the words in the song, can help find Summer. But it was the song Heathen or Heathens. And part of the song, so look that song up, look at the lyrics in the song and see if it gives any indication about what happened or where she is. But yeah, the song, parts of the words might help. And I remember in the song, it says something about take it slow and don't make any sudden moves. Now, I'm wondering whether this is two people that had planned this whole thing. They were waiting, hanging around, waiting for the right timing, and they were basically conversing with each other, saying, just take it slow and don't make a fast move on this situation. Don't rush in or whatever. So that was something to think about. That's something to look up. Have a look at the lyrics in that song, but it's called Heathens. Also, I kept asking her, where are you? Where are you? Where were you? And I see the back of the house and I see a tree. I feel like it's off to my left-hand side. And there is, so if the back of the house, the house is behind me, to my left-hand side, I feel there's a tree or something over to the left. And there is either a bracelet like with beads like this, but it's plastic. It's a kid's necklace or beads or something. There's something over there. Now, I don't know if she was showing me that because the person or persons that took Summer, that they gave her something and it's on the ground, and it belongs to them. So that might be a clue. It might be something, but it could also mean that that's where she last had that and that it's somewhere else. So look for the beads. They were either a pinky red, crimson kind of colour. Now, the other thing I was shown was, or actually I heard, was her little voice saying, can I see the horses now, please? So she kept talking about the horse or the horses. And then first I could see horses in a paddock, like somebody that's got a country kind of property. There's a horse there, maybe more than one. And she kept saying, can I see the horses now? So I feel like there was some sort of promise to Summer, come with us and you can see the horses or you can ride the horses. I don't know, it could have been a favourite thing of hers and maybe she's gone horse riding at some point or she likes to see horses or she draws horses. But there was definitely her voice saying, can I see the horses now? And I felt that someone promised her something to do with the horses. Now, again, with my readings, this might be something her mother promised her, that next week we're going to go and see the horses. You know, so sometimes the messages I get only confirm that I'm connecting with the right person. So I'll finish off with the rest of the messages I've wrote down on the paper after I have a look at some more cards. So let's just have a look at more. SUMMER. Okay, it's really, really now definitely not looking good for Summer. We got 888s out on the table. We got the one that represents drugs, alcohol, illegal activity, the wrongdoing. Someone very, very jealous of a situation. Someone right now that normally is standing strong and telling the truth. They're hiding something. This guy's looking this way. He's got something behind his back here. We've got the nighttime energy here. There is going to be, or it's already happened, there's been some sort of scuffle, some sort of fight. Someone who's supposed to be telling the truth. This could actually be the law. They might know something. It can even be a lawyer. There's some sort of, this normally, if these cards were read, this is truth, goodwill, good happenings, people celebrating, being in the right place, the right time. This is black negative energy. This is violence. This is criminal activity. This is truth and lies. So someone stands there saying, this is all I know. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, these could be brothers in crime. I'm hearing in my mind, brothers in crime. 888s could mean something to do with someone born in August. It could even be a number plate on a car again. So we're getting 555s, 888s. Finding her safe and well is not looking very good here. This could actually be the news coming in from the police. It'll be at night time that something's happened, something's been found. I do think that there is some form of, either drugs or alcohol involved in this situation. And what I mean by that is I kept feeling like I couldn't see properly. Whenever I was trying to tap in through Summer, I kept feeling like I couldn't see. People were blurry or I couldn't hear them properly. Sometimes I felt like I was down low looking up from somewhere at what was going on with these people. But yeah, it could be a date that's coming. It could be on the 5th something is happening, and then on the 8th something's found out. This is a lot of sadness and fear and all of this sort of stuff going on. So let's just look at the next part of the deck. The tarots, what have we got? Okay, if you do read tarots, don't judge me on how I read them. I read them intuitively, and I read them without any formal training around tarots. I base them on like this being the 7 of diamonds and the 7 of hearts. Now the 2 red sevens would be extremely well. They're all about movement, moving in the right path, moving in the right way. I do feel like family energy here, father and son, brothers, someone's saying, we'll take care of this, we'll look after this, and they're promising all this beautiful stuff here. The Hierophant coming out to me, this is usually about traditional old school values, but I feel this goes against the grain. Whoever these people are, whatever's been going down, it's definitely not the norm. I do feel like they're running out of options and they're working out where they need to go next. There's some serious investigation that needs to still happen. So we've now got 555, 777 and 88. So I feel like Summer's trying to give me some numbers. So we got 5, 7, 8. These numbers need to be looked at because it could be a phone number. It could be a number plate on a car. It could be a license. So just write these numbers down and maybe you could piece something together. It could be Highway 88, Highway 55. Like I don't know what streets or what things are over there where Summer comes from, but this is the stuff that's coming through. So now I'll just move them there. Oh, we've got 777, so she's definitely screaming out the number 7. She could be showing me her birthday as well. I'm not sure when she was born, but if she was born in July, it might be that she's just trying to say that. But yeah, 777, 888. I've just noticed there's 3 8s over there where I've moved the cards over to one side. Okay, now the last part of what I got when I was looking at her face was the merry-go-round. I was at like a theme park and there was the little horses going up and down and it kept tying in with the horses. So I'm not sure if this is her trying to connect with things that she loved, but this horse was white with painted flowers all over it. And yeah, so if there's something nearby, maybe she was promised that come with us, we're going to take you to the theme park, or we're going to take you to the merry-go-round, or we're going to take you to the horses. So I kept picking up on that stuff, and I totally forgot when I first looked at her photograph the other day. My first impressions were crocodiles, because out here in Australia there's the crocodile, and then I realised that the crocodiles are in Australia, not America, so it would have to be an alligator. So the alligator could be a symbol. It could be the name of a shop. It could be the name of a place. It could be the person that took her might have been wearing an alligator hat, or they might have been wearing a shirt with an alligator on the picture. But anyway, yeah, I seen an alligator. Now, the last messages I got was her little voice was saying, Mummy said I'm not allowed, or you're not allowed. So Mummy said not allowed. Mummy said not allowed. I kept hearing that going round and round. I then felt like I kept saying, show me where you are. And I was sitting down in a room, my legs were crossed. I had fast food in front of me. I don't know what it was, but it definitely wasn't pizza. It was something more like McDonald's, KFC, one of those things. It was down in front of me. And it was right around the time where she was saying, Mummy says I'm not allowed. So it may be that she wasn't allowed to eat a particular thing or something like that. I was in a very darkened lounge room type thing. There was a TV in front of me and cartoons were put on there. Over to the other side, I could see two people, but I couldn't make them out. And they were exchanging an envelope between them and saying that they would sort it out. So I don't know if it was a drug deal, a money deal, someone coming to get her from somewhere she'd been taken. But that's what I was seeing. And then lastly, the other things I was seeing was a daisy. Now, I don't know if the daisy was her favourite flower. I don't know if she had one in her hair or she had a headband with a daisy on it. But I also kept seeing little girls' clothing, white and yellow. It was a little pleat skirt and a little top, and everything was white and yellow, and then this daisy. And again, I kept going back to this beach scene and the sun shining. So if she has crossed, I feel she was showing me where she's in a better place and somebody is looking after her and she's in the sunshine and everything's beautiful. It's very hard when I'm trying to connect with someone so tiny, because they're so innocent and things are so beautiful, that there was black stuff that came to me that I really just didn't want to go there, and my own subconscious and everything withdrew from seeing those images. And I don't feel it's beneficial for me to put it out there of some of those things I've seen. The one thing I will say is that I seen a bed of water. It looked like a stream or a river. And then as you went down there were trees, and the roots of the trees were actually coming out and into the mud, and you could literally fit something underneath the roots. So I don't know if she was trying to show me where she is, that she might be in water, mud, and the roots of the trees, and she might be under there, or whether it was somewhere that's near where she is. Alive and well or not, I'm not going to specify on that. I will say that the cards do not look good, and the feelings I was getting did not look good. So last deck of cards. This is good energy. This is news coming in. It's positive news. There could be a turnaround with all of this. It's got something to do with money. I don't know if the family's being offered money to do a story. It could be money to do a story. I'm going to take the Jack of Hearts. It's normally a soulmate card. I'm going to take that as Summer. There's little Summer coming out in the end of the reading. I'd love to say that this means she's alive, she's well, and she'll be home soon. And maybe she will. But all the other cards are very, very black. It could just represent fear. There's someone that should have been responsible for her well-being. There's someone that is known to her. There's someone that knows something here about this little girl. This is usually a parenting energy. Now, it does not have to be the mum or the dad. It can be an auntie. It can be an uncle. It can be a teacher. But it's someone who should be responsible, but they're not being responsible. They're being very, very irresponsible with what they know or what they want. This normally does mean movement and in a good way, but I do see there's two people involved in what's happened here. I do think that they're possibly related or business partners. Unfortunately, the Death card and the Eight of Swords has come out in the end of the reading. And Two of Wands and 2. So 2 is another number to write down. So today's reading, the numbers that we've got that might be of significance are number 1, because we got double aces, the 7s, because we've had the 7s come out as well. We had 3 tarot 7s come out and one 7 come out here. So 7 is very, very prominent. It could be a date. It could be where she will be found. It could be a street number. Yeah, it could even be on a map, when you look at a map. So we got numbers 1, 5, 7, 8, and 8's very prominent. We got 4 8s here, guys. So 4 8s, 3 5s, 3 8s. So the number 3 means something as well. So we got numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. Oh, and 10s, sorry. We got 10s as well, which takes us back to a 1 again. So write those numbers down, mess with the numbers, see if it makes any sort of sense. If maybe it's a number plate, maybe it's a badge number, maybe it's a prison ID number. I don't like the death card coming out as the last cards, because it does indicate that there's been foul play. And the fact that I seen the roots on the trees and I felt the water and I seen the mud. I won't go into details about the rest of the stuff that came. I wanted to focus more on seeing where she went from A to B, like where was she. But anyway, I hope this helps. I hope this information has something in it that can help solve this mystery. And I hope I'm wrong with the negative sort of energy that's there. And I hope that little Summer Wells is alive and well, and she's, you know, returned to her parents soon. But yeah, that's what I'm getting right now, guys. I might touch base with this again. Please leave me comments if you know anything that you can confirm with what I've seen here today. And I really, really hope and pray and send the very, very best wishes to the family and friends of little Summer Wells. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.